Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Event. I'm Jeff Lovelady. My guest today is Roger Monroe with the Kentucky Drag Boat Association. So let's just start at the beginning for those who might be new to it. What is drag boat racing?
It's the same as the land-based cars, except it's on water, a pair side by side. But the thing is, with a land drag, you got the surface, you got your crested on. What we have to do as a drag boat association is we set tripods on the bottom of the lake. And we screw pipe together till it comes and sticks up out of the water, and we hang the timing equipment on those. Mm-hmm. We literally build a drag strip on water.
And it's a 1,000-foot drag, right?
1,000-foot drag. Yes, we have a couple of classes like Pro Jets. They run 660 because they're running too fast.
Right.
Way too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, we want to be entertaining. We want to give them all the excitement they can, but we also want the guy to come back for the next race.
Oh yeah, and a lot of those boats are running the same engines as a drag boat, as a drag car.
Oh yeah,
right?
absolutely,
yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
If you get to the fuel boats, 11,000 horsepower, a 21-foot boat, and see if you can hold it in the water.
Yeah.
Drag boat racing is like hard drugs. When you do it, you're done.
Yeah.
You're hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the things we were talking about, the strip itself, they have to hang on to a rope, right?
Yeah, that's it. And he said that's strictly an aiming thing.
Right.
They hold that rope, and they'll just aim, because once these boats leave,
right,
we hope they hit what they're aimed at.
Yeah.
We hope it's the finish line, because whatever they're aimed at, that's what they're hitting.
Yeah.
In fact, 2 weeks ago, Duncan Clark from West Virginia, down in Paris, Texas, left the line, and the side of the bowl blew out on his jet. Took a hook like this into the timing clock.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and we had one back in the 90s. Guy's name was Joe Reinhardt. Name of the boat was What a Hoot. He was a fuel boat. Just finished built one of the first electronic clocks in the country. Charlie Zeladik and all of us up in St. Louis Drag Boat, which no longer exists, built a with LED. We bought trailer light LEDs and built numbers so you could take it out that and run down. First race, Joe Reinhardt drove right through the middle of the clock, takes it, boat and all, to the bottom of the lake.
Oh my goodness.
We asked him what happened. He goes, well, I always line up on the clock because the boat jumps to the right. But it didn't jump that time. We said, you what? These guys it's quite exciting.
Oh,
it's quite exciting.
Yeah. Well, and some of them go so fast that they have to pull a chute at the end of the...
Oh, the fuel boats, alcohol boats, all have to have 3 chutes on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 chutes.
And we're talking 200 plus miles an hour for those.
Yeah.
And how long have you been announcing for?
This is 45 years announcing boat races.
45 years. Yeah. Wow, man. You've seen it all.
Seen a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. And you've been with KDBA for...
Oh, I've announced for... USDBA, CSDBA, ADBA, the old MSDBA, which are all now defunct, SLDBA, that was the United States Drag Boat Association, which was mainly on East Coast. But then I've announced for NJBA out in California. I've been announced for everybody. Right now, my primary right now is Kentucky Drag Boat Association. That's my main goal. As soon as I leave here this afternoon, I'm going for a little race over in Stroud. So I got to announce that one this weekend.
Wow.
I never forget where I come from.
Built a career around it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're one of the best. I mean, I've watched the videos. I've listened to a lot of, seen YouTube videos, and
that's why my email's Boat Voice. Well, my road name, because I belong to the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association. My road name is Boat Voice.
Wow, I mean, that's how they know you.
Yeah.
And that's how we know you.
Yeah.
So what about the drag boat racing community? Can you talk about just the racers, the guys, the fans?
Yes. I announced for NHRA for years. Eddie Hill was my best man at my wedding. Okay, I announced for NHRA, IHRA, and AHRA for 7 years prior to my first drag boat race. And the car community, they're great people, but if you're one of the competitors, don't come to my pit. Don't come to my pit. Yeah. I don't want you to see what I'm doing. Yeah. With these boat people, I mean, I've watched guys many times, and I don't care if it's fuel, if it's alcohol, if it's stock eliminator. I've watched them loan their competitor a spare motor to race them in the final and possibly beat them. Yeah. You don't find that. No. You don't find that.
That's incredible.
And with the drag community is very family oriented. We want you to bring your children around us.
Yeah.
We want you to bring your children around us.
Yeah.
We'll set them in the boat, take pictures. If they're there at the time we start them up at the tune-up, we'll set them in there and they can sit in it while it's running.
Yeah, well, and something different about this type of event, the pits are open to the public.
Yep.
They can come, see all the boats,
That's
meet
one
all
thing.
the guys.
One thing with the drag boats. When you buy one ticket, it's your ticket. Or you don't have to buy a ticket for this, a ticket for the pits, a ticket for this section seating. When you come in at that gate at the drag boat race, it's open area.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. I love
One thing went no smoking around the boats.
Sure.
Because
Yeah.
some of this fuel's pretty volatile.
Well, and this year, alongside the KDBA, we have the SDBA coming in.
Yes, that's been needing it. KDBA is the primary sanctioning body for the Wolf Creek Nationals this year. But with the new ownership of the Southern Drag Boat Association, they are now running co-points races. So SDBA, 2 weeks ago, KDBA went down to Paris, Texas, and co-pointed with SDBA. This time, KDBA is the primary, and SDBA is going to come up and work with us. And I'm telling you right now, I've been doing this race ever since its conception. You're not going to believe how big this race is going to be this year.
Yeah, and we're talking maybe 100-plus boats, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I fully expect anywhere from 110 to 120 boats.
Wow.
And I know you're going to have a full field of alcohol boats. You're going to have the 6 quickest, fastest alcohol boats in the world.
Yeah, that's awesome. Right here on Wolf Creek.
Yep.
Well, the other thing, too, that I just want to mention is the sound. When they come down to the Food Truck Friday,
Yeah.
and they all fire them up at the same time.
That's what I do. Yeah,
you can feel it in your chest.
We're going to be down there at what time? 5, 4? We're going to be downtown at 4. Okay. And what I do is I line them all 3 rows up and just scatter them through the lots out there. And I'll go around one at a time, start them up, but then I'll also schedule just before we leave. And I go around there. We fire up every boat there at the same time, and it rattles.
Man,
it rattles downtown Grove.
I love it. It's amazing, yeah. And even at the races, I mean, when you're on the bank and those things go by, you can feel it.
You can feel it,
and
absolutely.
that power is amazing. I love it.
We figure even the alcohol boats, they're 3,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
Some more.
yeah. You know it when they're coming down that track.
Yeah. When they run 211 mile an hour in 4.2 seconds, something's cooking in there.
Well, Roger, thanks for being with us today.
My pleasure.
Wolf Creek Nationals, July 12th and 13th. Tickets are $15 a day or $25 for a weekend pass, and you can even bring a cooler in for an extra $10. That gets you everything. You can be in the pits, meet all the racers. We'll have food trucks down there. July 12th is qualifying rounds.
Mm-hmm. Well, 2 rounds of qualifying, at least.
Full day of racing.
Yeah, full day racing. Yeah, we'll probably start 8, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday morning, we always have chapel service right at the race site. And, like I always tell people, okay, people, tomorrow, if you want to go to church, but you don't want to miss the races, come on out. We got it all. We can do chapel service. We go right by the water. As soon as that chapel service is over, I put boats on warm up, and we try to kick half the water out of Wolf Creek.
So, Saturday morning, gates open at 7. That's our qualifying rounds. And then Sunday, we'll have the elimination rounds. And you can get in there early, 7 o'clock, again, come meet the guys, see the pits, see the boats.
They've all got, even they make trading cards of me, the racers.
Yeah.
We'll autograph trading cards for the kids a little bit,
Absolutely.
Because we want the kids there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We always say, if you get kids started into drag boats, they'll never have enough money for drugs.
Yeah, right. Thank you, Roger, again for coming out and having a chat with us. I'm super excited. I think it's going to be an awesome event.
It's going to be.
I think the best.
It's going to be the biggest so far. Last year, I mean, I've been doing this since conception. Last year, there was more spectators on the beach than I have ever seen at this race.
Yeah.
So, somebody's doing something right. Some guy named Brent Malone or something like that.
Speedboat Brent.
Speedboat Brent.
Here's that info for you again. It's the Wolf Creek Nationals presented by Grand Lake Casino. It's at Wolf Creek Park, July 12th and 13th. The gates open at 7 both days. First day's qualifying rounds, second day's elimination rounds. It's $15 a day or $25 for a weekend pass, and you can bring a cooler in for $10. Veterans, first responders, and kids are free. Hope to see you out there. This has been another episode of Behind the Event.